Nice to meet you, too.
You're remarkably normal.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. I know, people are always struck at how normal I am. I'm just like, wow, really? I think my
you
reputation.
made it through the maze of being a famous child.
Yeah.
You were lost in New York?
Yes, I do work at 4 a.m. as a 10-year-old. It was great. It was my favorite day as a child. Let's go to Rockefeller Center.
But like I said, I don't pursue it in any kind of any way. Like, I don't have agents anymore and things like that.
Is that because you're just not interested, or?
Yeah, kind of not interested. I don't really like the pursuit of it. You know, like what it takes
the whole process,
to
auditions,
exactly. I don't
meetings,
like being on the circuit kind of thing. Looking at
Macaulay Culkin, the cherished child star of Home Alone, is making headlines once more, this time with a startling revelation. What exactly does he know? Culkin is courageously unveiling the shadowy agendas of Hollywood elites, including prominent figures like Oprah Winfrey and her influential circle. But there's more beneath the surface. What hidden truths from his own Hollywood past is Culkin now prepared to disclose? Just how deep is Oprah's connection with controversial figures like John of God, Harvey Weinstein, and Diddy? Could these revelations expose a disturbing network preying on the vulnerable? Brace yourselves, as this expose might make you rethink everything you believed about the entertainment industry's most influential figures. But of course, before I spill anything, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more updates and videos like this. Now let's dive in.
Other bizarre things that people have you heard about yourself?
Oh, I die all the time. That's.
Congratulations.
I know, right? I'm just
happy you're here.
I know. I'm just a specter right now.
It just all happened, and I didn't even think. I thought this is life, I guess. Isn't this normal?
Well, I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where...
After a lengthy period away from the limelight, Macaulay Culkin has returned with a renewed sense of purpose, determined to unveil Hollywood's darkest secrets. His startling disclosures about the industry's shady dealings, particularly involving Oprah, have sent shockwaves through those who've been paying attention, revealing the sinister underbelly of Tinseltown. Despite her public image as a benevolent media mogul, Oprah has been connected to controversial figures like John of God, Harvey Weinstein, and Diddy. There are even rumors suggesting she may have aided these predators in locating their victims. The revelations behind these allegations could upend Hollywood and beyond, uncovering a deeply entrenched network of corruption and exploitation long concealed from the public.
Culkin has blown the whistle on the entertainment industry elite to reveal that Hollywood studio executives are bloodthirsty Satanists.
Adding to the growing anticipation, Culkin is not alone in his mission. Fellow former child stars Elijah Wood and Corey Feldman have also come forward, supporting his claims and sharing their own distressing experiences. In a recent interview, Elijah Wood revealed disturbing details about the industry, stating, clearly something major was going on in Hollywood. It was all organized. There are a lot of vipers in this industry, people who only have their own interests in mind. There is darkness in the underbelly. If you can imagine it, it's probably happened.
The first time it happened, it was my lawyer called me up, and he said, I was like 15, 16, and he says, hey, Mac, is this you? And I go, yeah. He goes, oh, okay, just checking. Just CNN just said you were dead. All right, bye.
Talk to you later, buddy.
And
Thank you for calling.
Yep. There you
Made
go.
my day. Thanks, pal. Appreciate it.
So now I can set my watch to it. It happens like at least once or twice a year.
Oh, that's awful.
I hit that great strike zone of just reasons why they want.
Bizarre?
I don't know. People want to kill me.
Following Elijah's revelations, Corey Feldman, another child star, bravely came forward to share the maltreatment and exploitation he and his peers endured. The concept of freedom significantly disrupted the entertainment industry last year, capturing widespread attention and sparking debates that extended beyond box office numbers. However, it's the unexpected return of Macaulay Culkin, the beloved Home Alone star, that's truly turning heads. In a reported interview, Culkin allegedly made explosive claims. The controversy began with an unverified article alleging that Culkin had accused influential figures in Hollywood of engaging in horrifying rituals with young actors. The headline: Macaulay Culkin, satanic elites do the unthinkable to young ones during rituals, is both shocking and unsettling. The article suggests that ruthless studio executives have been involved in disturbing practices, painting a grim and sensational picture of the industry's underbelly.
Like I said, I'm very, very, very lucky. Lots of weird things happen to kids all the time, all around the world, every day. I have something to show for it. So it's nice. I can live.
In December 2017, several dubious websites circulated articles claiming that former child star Macaulay Culkin had revealed in a radio interview that Hollywood is controlled by satanic pedophiles who engage in ritualistic child murder. These sensational claims appeared on sites such as Your Newswire, Neon Nettle, and News Punch, known for spreading exaggerated and false information. The narrative was soon picked up and perpetuated by other fake news platforms. According to these reports, Hollywood executives are depicted as bloodthirsty Satanists involved in horrific rituals. Culkin allegedly claimed that he survived these dangers due to his intelligence and suspicion, coupled with his high profile, which made him too famous to be targeted like some of the other children. Culkin once remarked, "You learn early to recognize which of them want to attack you and which have even darker tastes." He claimed that the most sinister individuals wear shoes made from the skin of children that they have ritually assassinated. During a radio show in Paris, Culkin discussed the distinct appearance of leather products made from human skin, noting, "Have you seen leather products made from human skin? It has a very unusual, distinctive look. I learned at a young age to identify it." According to the controversy, a piece attributed to Alan Smithy on News Punch alleged that Culkin had disclosed in a radio interview that Hollywood is dominated by satanic PD files. The article claimed that at age 11, Culkin was targeted by a Hollywood executive who attempted to addict him to crack, and boasted about his custom-made leather shoes being crafted from the skin of the late child star Heather O'Rourke. These explosive claims reportedly emerged in French media, including Les Echos, but the related reports were quickly removed from online platforms within an hour of publication. The allegations published by Your Newswire, Neon Nettle, and News Punch, claiming that Macaulay Culkin made statements in a French radio interview about Hollywood executives being satanic predators who assassinate children and use their skin for products, are entirely false. These reports also sensationalize claims that the worst of these individuals use human skin to make shoes. However, there is no such credible evidence or record of such an interview ever occurring, and reputable French media outlets, including Les Echos, did not publish any such story. A French-language fact-checking website has confirmed that the screenshots and translations provided by these sources are likely falsified and poorly translated from English. Although concerns about child exploitation in Hollywood have been voiced by some former child actors, such as Elijah Wood, these concerns typically address real issues rather than sensationalized claims of Satanism and ritual killings. Stories propagated by fake news and conspiracy theory sites only serve to spread misinformation and create confusion.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
He reached out to me because a lot of things were happening, big and fast with me. And I think he identified.
It's important to emphasize that the authenticity and credibility of these claims remain unverified. Serious allegations like these should be approached with caution until further evidence or corroboration is available. While rumors can spread rapidly in Hollywood, it is crucial to critically evaluate such claims. Although the article's allegations about Macaulay Culkin and the entertainment industry's elite remain unproven, Hollywood continues to be a realm shrouded in secrecy and intrigue. The adage, "snitches get stitches," underscores the risks associated with speaking out against influential figures in Hollywood. If there is any truth to the article's allegations, it might shed light on why Macaulay Culkin's career appeared to falter mysteriously. In the entertainment industry, those who dissent often face severe repercussions, making it difficult for individuals to openly confront alleged misconduct or nefarious practices. Culkin's meteoric rise to fame, marked by his iconic role as Kevin McAllister in Home Alone, directed by Chris Columbus and written by John Hughes, resembles a Hollywood fairy tale. At just 10 years old, Culkin captivated audiences worldwide with his unforgettable performance, catapulting him to global stardom. His sudden fame led to extensive marketing campaigns, magazine covers, and unrelenting paparazzi attention. His exceptional performance garnered critical acclaim, earning him a Golden Globe nomination and a Young Artist Award.
Do people treat you differently?
I'm always treated differently.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not.
While rumors about Culkin and the industry's darker side circulate, it is crucial to approach these claims with skepticism until they are verified by credible sources. Recognizing his potential, Hollywood producers cast him in other successful films like Uncle Buck, My Girl, and Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Culkin's charm also extended to a Saturday morning cartoon show called Wish Kid and a memorable appearance in Michael Jackson's Black or White music video. But his success came with a personal cost. The industry's focus on making money and staying famous often ignored the well-being of child actors. With his parents managing him, Culkin's life was all about work, interviews, and public events. Hollywood saw him as a big star and gave him too much work for someone so young. The pressure was hard to handle, leaving him with little chance for a normal childhood. As the 1990s went on, Culkin's fame started to fade. Even though he was a big hit with Home Alone, his later movies like The Good Son, Getting Even with Dad, and Richie Rich didn't do as well. Critics began to doubt his acting skills outside his famous role as Kevin McAllister. As he grew up, he faced many challenges, like the stress of fame, fewer successful movies, and fewer roles. He tried to make a comeback with riskier and more mature parts in films like The Page Master and Party Monster. While Party Monster showed he still had talent, it didn't really solve his career problems.
I guess being a famous child.
Yeah.
That's a very unusual maze.
My life is unique to me. That's what I like to say. And I'm almost like a peerless person, like to a certain extent. There's not too many people I can look left and right, and we have similar experiences.
Yeah, is there any?
In 1995, Culkin's personal life hit a rough patch when his parents, Kit and Patricia Culkin, decided to split up. This led to a tough custody battle over Culkin and his 6 siblings. These family problems made things even harder for him, both in his career and personal life. After the battle, his relationship with his dad became strained when full custody was given to his mom. The public nature of the divorce and custody fight added even more stress to the young actor. When Culkin turned 18, he finally had access to his considerable earnings, which was a huge financial boost. However, this sudden wealth came with its own set of issues. In a funny moment during an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, he joked that he felt like someone else had earned all the money and he just ended up with it like a lucky windfall.
Whatever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
So you worked all that time, and you act like that you weren't the one who worked that hard, but you're the one who worked that hard.
There was a weird disconnect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have this podcast that you're doing.
Yes, Bunny Ears.
Bunny Ears. What is Bunny Ears, and what do you explain that?
As his fame started to fade, Culkin chose to step away from acting to find some normalcy and privacy away from the constant attention of Hollywood and the public. He wanted to be seen as just another person, not as the former child star everyone remembered. Taking a break from the spotlight, he tried out new things like writing and music, looking for something more fulfilling than acting. In 2003, he made a guest appearance on Will and Grace and returned to movies with Party Monster. While some critics liked his new direction, the film didn't bring him back into the spotlight. Even with his efforts to try new things, Culkin still faced the challenge of moving past his famous childhood roles and finding his place as an adult actor.
But in general, I never really liked being fussed over. I didn't like, the hair, makeup, costume people poking at you all the time and things like that. I actually wasn't a huge fan after a while of kind of being the center of attention.
Finding his place outside his old fame was both freeing and challenging for Culkin. He kept looking for meaningful ways to show his talents beyond Hollywood. While navigating life and work, he embraced his role as Kevin McAllister from Home Alone with a playful parody and humor. In interviews and appearances, Culkin showed he had accepted the big impact the character had on his life. This lighthearted take on his iconic role made him even more lovable to his fans. To explore his creativity in a unique way, Culkin co-founded the Pizza Underground, a musical comedy group, the band that put a fun twist on songs by the Velvet Underground, turning them into pizza-themed parodies with silly names and lyrics. The Pizza Underground got mixed reviews from people and critics. Some liked its quirky and funny vibe, while others thought it missed depth in music. Despite this, Culkin stayed strong. He didn't follow the usual path to success, but chose a different way to be creative. This let him express himself freely, away from Hollywood's strict rules. By doing this, he made his own unique path and showed he was open to trying different artistic projects and enjoying creativity on his own terms. His journey shows that success in Hollywood doesn't always follow a usual path. True satisfaction comes from sticking to what you love and being yourself. Macaulay Culkin has faced a lot of media attention and criticism, with some people unfairly seeing him as a child star who lost his way. But this view doesn't consider the huge pressures and challenges that child actors face. While the Hollywood scene may look glamorous, it also brings serious personal and emotional costs. The struggles faced by young actors like Culkin show a system that often uses them up and then moves on once they're no longer in the spotlight. Many child stars have a hard time transitioning into adulthood and keeping the same success they had as kids. Corey Feldman and Elijah Wood have also backed up Culkin's views. Recently, Corey Feldman has spoken out about how Hollywood can take advantage of young talents with the help of their handlers. Lately, there have been many news stories revealing more about Hollywood's problems, including misconduct and exploitation, highlighted by a controversial film. As more of the industry's darker side comes to light, more revelations keep coming out.
That there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
Corey Feldman's stories about his time in Hollywood haven't gotten the attention they deserve. He started acting as a child and became famous for his role in The Goonies in 1985. Sadly, like many young actors, Corey experienced inappropriate behavior from people in the industry, and even from his own family. These experiences show the darker side of Hollywood that young actors can face.
By Goonies, I started to lose a little bit of it, and then by Stand By Me is where I came into my...
Were you already doing coke on Stand By Me?
No, hell no.
Corey began his acting career at just 3 years old. At such a young age, a child can't fully understand what joining the entertainment industry means or give proper consent. The responsibility usually falls on the parents, and it's clear that Corey's mom was aware of the potential money that could come from his career. Starting so early in the industry had a big impact on Corey's life, leading him to encounter many of Hollywood's challenges and darker sides. In 2013, Corey Feldman made a bold move by releasing a memoir where he talked about the mistreatment he and his co-star Corey Haim faced from powerful people in Hollywood. He said these things happened when they were just 11 to 13 years old. His book brought attention to the predatory behavior in the industry and highlighted how vulnerable young actors are, sparking talks about needing better protections and accountability in Hollywood. Corey also revealed that his struggles with substance overuse later in life were partly due to the trauma he experienced as a child. In one interview, he said, "I could tell you that the number one problem in Hollywood was, is, and always will be pedophilia. Nobody talks about pedophilia. It's a big secret."
Because my mom was doing it with somebody on the set of The Lost Boys.
Okay.
This hot little Asian woman who I was sitting there one night because I was like falling asleep and I was depressed.
Barbara Walters, known for her in-depth interviews, might have pushed the limits in a recently discovered video from an October 2013 episode of The View. In that segment, Walters tackled the sensitive topic of Corey Feldman's past experiences. Feldman was on the show to talk about his memoir, Choreography.
I can tell you that the number one problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be pedophilia.
Nobody talks about pedophilia.
It's the big
During the interview, Feldman mentioned they would throw these parties where you'd walk in, and it would be mostly kids, and there would be a handful of adult men. They would also be at film awards and children's charity functions. Some people felt that Barbara Walters seemed more concerned about Hollywood's image than about Feldman's claims of childhood maltreatment. The video clip started getting a lot of attention online as more stories about mistreatment in Hollywood came to light, including allegations against film producer Harvey Weinstein. Other actors began sharing their own experiences of SA in the industry. Lately, Oprah Winfrey has been making headlines for some troubling things in the media world. There's a lot of buzz about a movie linked to her that faced many problems when it was released. Some people think Oprah might have tried to stop it because it deals with the sensitive topic of child exploitation. It's surprising how Hollywood seems to be ignoring this movie. The film has brought Hollywood back into the spotlight and made people curious, especially about Oprah. You might recall her $40 million donation to the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy of Girls in South Africa, which includes some pretty fancy extras like a yoga studio and a beauty salon.
You now seize the opportunity, and that's why this is such a victory. Tomorrow, you will hear me doing the dance because it's a victory.
In a surprising twist, just months after the school's grand opening, the dorm matron was arrested on charges of SA by several 7th and 8th graders. Oprah reportedly distanced herself from the situation, hinting that the school administration might be covering up the issue and promising to seek justice. This has brought unwanted attention to the darker side of charitable work and raised questions about how the industry handles serious problems. Oprah mentioned, "I wanted to hire an independent team because my experience with child predators is that no one ever has just one child." The accused, Tiny Virginia Macopo, was cleared of all 14 charges after a magistrate found the case unproven and the students' testimonies didn't match up. Macopo insists she is innocent and was wrongly caught up in this situation. The incident has led to questions about the reliability of the accusations and the need for a thorough and fair investigation. She said, "I don't know what steps I'll take next, but the past 3 years have been nothing but hell for me. In an interview with the Times of South Africa, I've been struggling. This case has left me humiliated, broken, unemployed." The 9 alleged victims, who were between 13 and 15 years old when they accused Macopo, claimed she also attacked one of the teenagers and a fellow supervisor. Oprah Winfrey called the allegations crushing, especially given her own past experiences with Family SA, and she promised to make changes at the school. She made it clear she was unhappy with the verdict. Oprah also faced serious accusations of exploitation and enabling, with well-known figures like Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein being mentioned. Some celebrities have accused Oprah of covering up for Weinstein, including Rose McGowan. Rose claimed Oprah made a mistake by being friends with Weinstein and Russell Simmons. On Twitter, Rose wrote, "I'm glad more people are seeing the ugly truth about Oprah. I wish she were genuine, but she isn't. From her friendship with Weinstein to her failure to support Russell Simmons as victims, she's backing a corrupt system for her own benefit. She's as fake as they come. #lizard. Singer Seal has also spoken out against Oprah, accusing her of helping Jeffrey Epstein and Harvey Weinstein.
Me too. 3 days after Oprah publicly supported victims of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution."
Oprah's connection to Epstein remains quite mysterious, and many people online suspect she was involved in his choice of victims. Some residents in Florida even accused Oprah of being part of a human exploitation ring. However, Oprah dismissed these rumors on Twitter, saying, "Just got a phone call saying my name is trending for some awful fake story. It's not true. I haven't been raided or arrested. I'm just staying home and distancing myself like everyone else. Stay safe, everyone." Despite her denial, there was still intrigue around Oprah when she was linked to John of God, a Brazilian self-proclaimed healer who was convicted of serious crimes. John ran a spiritual healing center in Brazil for years before being found guilty of maltreating and essaying many women and sentenced to 63 years in prison. Oprah had him on her show and visited him in Brazil before his arrest, claiming to have had a deep experience during their meeting. There have been ongoing rumors about Oprah not being very supportive of some rising actresses. Some people online think she's been causing trouble for them. One person commented, "Oprah is one of the bad guys." But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.